Islands of India, Andaman and Nicobar. Islands of India, Indian Islands. India has a total of 1,382 offshore identified islands. The major island groups of India are the Andaman and Nicobar Archipelago in the Bay of Bengal and the Lakshadweep Islands in the Arabian Sea. Andaman and Nicobar Islands were formed due to a collision between the Indian Plate and Burma Minor Plate, part of Eurasian Plate, similar to the formation of Himalayas. Andaman and Nicobar Islands are a southward extension of the Arakan Yoma Range, Myanmar. Arakan Yoma in itself is an extension of Purvanchal Hills. Lakshadweep Islands are coral islands. These islands are a part of Reunion hotspot volcanism. Other than these two groups, there are islands in the Indo-Gangetic Delta. They are more a part of delta than islands, and between India and Sri Lanka, remnants of Adam's Bridge or Rama's Bridge or Rama Setu, formed due to submergence. Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Andaman and Nicobar Islands, situated in the Bay of Bengal, run like a narrow chain in the north-south direction extending between 6 degrees 45 feet N to 13 degrees 45 feet N. This archipelago is composed of around 265 big and small islands, 203 Andaman Islands plus 62 Nicobar Islands. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands extend from 6 degrees 45 feet N to 13 degrees 45 feet N and from 92 degrees 10 E to 94 degrees 15 E for a distance of about 590 kilometers. The Andaman Islands are divided into three main islands, i.e. North, Middle, and South. Duncan Passage separates Little Andaman from South Andaman. The Great Andaman Group of islands in the north is separated by the 10-degree channel from the Nicobar Group in the south. The Grand Channel is between the Great Nicobar Islands and the Sumatra Islands of Indonesia. The Koko Strait is between the North Andaman Islands and the Koko Islands of Myanmar. Port Blair, the capital of Andaman Nicobar Islands, lies in the South Andaman. Among the Nicobar Islands, the Great Nicobar is the largest. It is the southernmost island and is very close to Sumatra Island of Indonesia. The Car Nicobar is the northernmost. Most of these islands are made of tertiary sandstone, limestone, and shale resting on basic and ultrabasic volcanoes, similar to the Himalayas. The Barren and Narcondam Islands, north of Port Blair, are volcanic islands. These are the only active volcanoes in India. There are no active volcanoes in mainland India. Some of the islands are fringed with coral reefs. Many of them are covered with thick forests. Most of the islands are mountainous. Saddle Peak, 737 meters, in North Andaman is the highest peak. The Andaman and Nicobar Island has a tropical marine climate influenced by the seasonal flow of monsoon winds. The region is under dense tropical rainforests. The coastal regions have mangrove forests. Coconut fruit is the staple food of the people. Fisheries, piggery is also followed. The islands are also famous for the largest and rarest species of crab, the giant robber crab. It can climb the coconut trees and break the hard shell of the fruit. Many islands are uninhabited. The inhabited islands are also sparsely populated. The entire region is vulnerable to earthquakes as it is in the major earthquake zone. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands are also known as the Emerald Islands. Andaman Islands are home to the only known Paleolithic people, the Sentinelese. The Sentinelese are one of the last humans on Earth who remain untouched by modern civilization. State animal of Andaman is the dugong, sea mammal, really endemic to Indo-Pacific seacoast areas, especially to the Andaman Islands. Sea cow is a herbivorous marine mammal. Ritchie's Archipelago. Ritchie's Archipelago is a cluster of smaller islands which lie 20 kilometers east of Great Andaman, the main island group of the Andaman Islands. Neil Island and Havelock Island is in Ritchie's Archipelago. Ross Island was renamed Netaji Subhas Chandra Bose Dweep, Neil Island as Shahid Dweep, and the Havelock Island as Swaraj Dweep. Ross Island is in the South Andaman region and 3 kilometers east of Port Blair. Thank you.